Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast here on the Solano College Sports Network. We've got women's volleyball action tonight as the Solano Community College Falcons take on the visiting Laney Eagles. I'm Greg Poff, and joining me in the broadcast booth tonight, the former MVP of the Bay Valley Conference in women's volleyball, Gabby Silva. Gabby, what are you looking forward to in tonight's game?
Well, I think tonight we're going to see a lot of great hits from the Solano team. Unfortunately, just Laney always struggles with filling their roster, and talking to the coach before this game, he just said they're excited to be here and excited to play, but I think that Solano is going to have the opportunity to really put down some big hits and really just have some fun tonight.
Yeah, as you said, maybe a bit of a mismatch. Of course, the Laney Eagles, no non-conference play. They're 0-5 currently in the Bay Valley Conference. The Falcons, on the other hand, they haven't dropped a set, 15-0, 5-0 in Bay Valley Conference play, and it'll be fun tonight watching some of the big hitters. We'll have all the action for you, and we'll be right back for the opening serve right after this quick message.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
Well, there you get a look at both the Laney Eagles on the left of the screen and the Solano Falcons on the right as they're getting ready for the game. Just finished the national anthem, and boy, Laney, just 6 players, so they're going to all be playing tonight. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoy this broadcast. Solano Falcons trying to keep their unbeaten streak alive here in the Bay Valley Conference, taking on the Laney Eagles. All right, so we're ready for action. Back serving number 14, Kalina Ugatafa. Get things started for the Laney Eagles. Kalina, just a freshman. All right. And here we go. Nice shot of the wall there. And the service up. Rollo gets it. Horner with the set. And it's over. Laney tries to get the kill, but that looked like, couldn't tell if that was Alana Sibley's or Destiny Greenwood, one of them getting the block there, getting a point on the board for the Falcons.
Yeah, so since they were closed out there on the outside, they'll actually both get credit for that block, which is exciting. They were both in the correct position, and they both get credited for being there.
So Michaela Johnson serves it for the Falcons, back over to the Falcons side of the net. Greenwood sends it over and down for another point. So 2-0 Solano Falcons. Johnson again with the service. Low serve over the net. Set, back over, tipped. Oh, nice dig by one of the Falcons there. Keeps it alive. Little tip over. Greenwood sends it back. And looked like one of the Laney Eagles into the net, maybe, Gabby?
There was actually a lift. Their setter number 3, she just had an open hand and sort of raised the ball in the air.
So point for the Falcons. Johnson sends that one into the net, so ball back over to Laney. All right, served by Laney over. Solano back over. Rollins pounds it into the Laney court. Back over by Laney. Little touch shot by Greenwood there. Boy, she's had a nice block, a kill, and a little touch there.
Yeah, I think the one adjustment that Solano is going to have to make is when you have a bit of a less experienced team, they tend to throw some out-of-system balls over the net, and you have to be quick on your feet and play a little scrappier than normal. So just trying to figure out how to move will be a bit of a challenge, but once they're on their toes, I think Solano will take this set easily.
Aaron served by Laney. Another point for the Falcons, up 5-1. Here comes Rollins. Rualo, good job keeping that alive. Smith goes and gets it, but Falcons can't get it over in 3. Nice try by Rollins there. That's got to be hard, running full speed one way, stopping, and then trying to send the ball back over your head.
Yeah, definitely. And with another player by your side, just trusting that one of you is going to get there.
Greenwood with the kill. So Falcons quickly up now 6-2. Rollins will go back and serve for the Falcons. All right, Laney gets it over. Set by Horder. Greenwood with the kill. Good job by Laney keeping it alive. And that one gets sent out of bounds. Point for the Falcons.
Yeah, I think the biggest adjustment for Laney tonight is going to be picking their speed up a bit. In their hitting practice, you just saw that their sets were a bit higher than Solano's. They just passed the ball a bit higher, and Solano likes to keep things low and fast. So in order to keep up and stay in this game, Laney's going to have to pick the speed up a little bit.
And that's got to be tough when you have just 6 players.
Definitely. You get tired quicker.
Oh! Nice little tap back by Greenwood. Boy, she's having an active first set.
Yes.
Rollins with the service, low serve. Good job by Laney keeping it alive. Rualo gets it up to Horder, over to Castro, sends it over. Laney able to fight it back. Nice hit by one of the Laney players there. I think that was 14. Ugatafa.
Ugatafa.
I was giving you your chance there.
Sorry.
Ugatafa now. Number 7, Kalina White, serving. And what was the call there, Gabby?
It was a foot fault on the service. She unfortunately stepped on the line when she went to serve the ball.
So another point for the Falcons. Now up 9.
Solano can sometimes be a little challenging. The lines on the court in this gym, so if you haven't played here before, it's easy to get confused.
So Greenwood in, Johnson out. Horder there taking a listen to the, what are they, referees?
Yes.
Referees.
Or officials. Yeah.
Officials.
Just trying to figure out the rotation, and looks like they got it.
All right, so Fran Rualo serving, sends it over. Laney gets it back. Pretty nice shot there by Ugatafa. That was Johnson. Back over by Laney. That's going to be out of bounds. Point for the Falcons. So Falcons quickly ahead, 11-3, right here in the first set. We're all ready, and the serve. Low line drive. What a nice serve there.
Great serve.
That was number 5, Blessing Opaluga.
Opaluga, yes.
Just couldn't quite get under it and get it over. So timeout. There you get a look at the Falcon squad. Coach Darla Williams. And I would think this game is challenging for a coach. Might be seen as a bit of a mismatch. How do you keep your players dialed in and competitive and firing on all cylinders?
I think that this is an opportunity to really hone in on all of the fundamentals. You know, you have to remember how to pass properly, how to get back and have a great approach to the ball. I think that just making those small adjustments this game, it's still a competition. You still want to end up on top, but you get a chance to, I don't want to say make a mistake, but
you can kind of take a little more liberty to work on elements of your game.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, there you get a look at Franchelle Rualo, the libero, sophomore out of Armio High School. All right. Rualo set and the serve. Another low line drive. Nice big by the Laney Eagles. Gets it over. Rualo, nice job digging that one out of the court. Ugatafa. Little English on the ball there. Nice little spin action. So another point for Laney. Now down 12-3. First set.
Yeah, the score might not necessarily reflect it, but I'm really impressed with Laney's play thus far. Kalina White, number 7, she's pretty aggressive and has some great digs coming out of the back row, and also that last swing she had, it was really nice.
That was Deja Archer with the serve into the net. Point for the Falcons. Now 13-4. Jade Horner back to serve for the Falcons. Whoa, some power on that serve. That low line drive right at your chest, that's got to be hard. And Jada Horner, ton of assists already for the Falcons this season. 407 coming into tonight's game. Next serve, even lower. Whoa! And then Siblis puts it away.
Beautiful overpass kill. And that's what as a middle, you love those passes. That's what you live for.
All right. Third serve by Horner. Gets it over. Here comes Laney. Ugatafa. It almost looked like it was out of bounds. Rualo, here comes Johnson. Laney hanging in there. Gets it over. Point for Laney.
I think Jade Horner was hoping for an overcall there, but unfortunately, ref didn't see what she saw. And point went to Laney.
Castro going for the big hit. Blocked back by Laney. Johnson sends it over.
Ball just nicking the antenna on the way over. Point will go to Solano.
But Laney hanging in there. Putting up a good fight. Good rally. Down 16-5 now. Michaela Smith back to serve. Oh, that thing just rolled along the top of the net. Unlucky for the Falcons, it stays on their side. Point for Laney. So Ugatafa back to serve. Low line drive. Porter with the set, and Siblis knocks it home.
Yeah, she had some great hang time up there. Was able to see where the open spot on the other side of the net was and put it right into it.
Yeah, Solano, just outstanding height on this squad. That serve just out. Point for Laney.
Coach Williams looks a little frazzled over there, not sure what happened.
And then finally cracks a smile.
Yeah, I think the ball just might have hit Johnson's hand wrong and did not go where she planned for it to go.
And that might have been a situation. Maybe she's working on a little different technique, something like that.
Could be.
All right. Mia Pimentel into serve now. Oh, good block by Greenwood.
And smart choice by Jade Horder. She was falling backwards, and her hitters were just not in position to put up a good attack. So she set it over the net.
Just dumps it over.
Got that point.
19-7. Pimentel set. She's got that low line drive too. Excellent server. Ugatafa tries to get a point there, but just too long. 27. Falcons on top. Pimentel, another serve, low sinking line drive. Oh, nice job by Horder. Tips it over the net. And I think one of the Laney Eagles in the net.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she was in the net. It looked like the official might have called a double, just a little miscontact.
Jade Horner making good decisions up there at the net. Another point for the Falcons. So 3 more to go before they have the first set under their belt, and going to be a timeout.
Yeah, I don't think Blessing Opaluga heard that whistle to start the point there, and was a little surprised when she saw the ball at her chest.
Not much of a blessing.
No.
So, Gabby, second time watching this Solano squad. What's your assessment of this team?
I think this team has a lot of potential. They just are dominating as far as height of what I've seen in this conference, and I think that if they are able to get all elements of the game working together, they're going to be a force to reckon with. You know, they have some experience with setting. I believe Fran is a sophomore. They're libero DS, so I think they have a bit of experience all around and really could go far this year.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch. A lot of talent, certainly. All right, here we go. Oh, nice try by Rualo. Couldn't quite dig that one out. Michaela Smith also giving it a valid attempt. Point goes to Laney. Laney now trails 22-8. Number 11 with the serve there. Pimentel out of bounds. Horner comes over and saves it, and Smith gets it over. Oh, nice job. Was that Horner getting up there?
I unfortunately wasn't able to see, but
We were kind of blocked by the official, but Jade, I thought she's got a little hop there.
Yeah.
Don't see it too often, but good job getting the point. All right, Rollins now back to serve. Sends it over. Ruala with the set. Horner tips it over again. She's liking it there at the net. I'm always setting it up for you guys. Let me get some points in here. So 24-8, game point. Rollins with the serve. Laney sends it into the net. That'll do it. First set in the bag for the Falcons. 25-8. What's Laney got to do now to try to be a little more competitive in the second set?
You know, I think that Laney is really passing well in the back row. It's just they have to minimize their hitting errors. They're getting some good swings on the ball, but unfortunately we're seeing a lot go into the net or deep out of bounds, and I think that might contribute to a little bit of fear, a little bit of intimidation, and they just need to be confident in their swinging. Like I said, number 7, Kalina White, she has a powerful swing on her, so if she's able to just put it over the net and into play, I think they could get some really good rallies going.
Well, let's see what happens as we get ready for the second set, and we'll be right back with all the action right after this. All right, welcome back. We are ready for the start of the second set. Again, we're the Solano College Sports Network, bringing you all the sports action from Solano Community College and tonight's volleyball game with the Lady Falcons taking on the Laney Eagles. Falcons up by 1 set. And Falcons getting ready to serve. There you see Franchelle Rualo.
Yeah, we see a little bit of a change. Michaela Smith now wearing the libero jersey for the Falcons, and Fran in the back row as their DS.
Now, does that give you a little more freedom as a player?
In what?
Not being the libero?
It depends. You know, Fran's purpose is to play back row. She's a defensive specialist, so she's going to be in whatever position can utilize her best as a defensive player. She just now, when she comes on and off the court, she has to do an official substitution rather than running on and off.
All right, Laney got the first, or excuse me, Solano with the first point. Rualo serve again. Smith with the set that time.
Beautiful swing by Rollins on the
Bam,
outside.
baby.
There was no block up on her. Free net. Just put it away.
There you get a look at Johnson and Jade Horter. Rualo with the set. Barely gets over the net and spins out of bounds from Laney. So another point for the Falcons. On top 3-0. Won the first set handily, and looks like they're trying to do the same here with a fast start to set number 2. Little sloppy play there by Laney. Another point for the Falcons. And how physically challenging is it to play 3 sets with no break? And that's if it just goes 3 sets, it could go 5.
With 6 players, it can be tough, you know, especially when you're playing positions that you're not necessarily used to playing. You tend to overcompensate and put a lot more energy into doing things that you're not used to doing, so you find yourself pretty exhausted. Fortunately, at this level, we do have the little breaks in between sets. In club or tournament style, it's a lot quicker, a lot faster, so you're exhausted, in my opinion, faster than you are here.
So Rualo keeps her serve. Another point. There you get a good look at the front line for the Falcons. And short serve there sends the ball to Laney.
It's a nice run of serves by Fran back there. Served 7, missed 1 for 7, or what? Yeah. Call a double on the setter there. Unfortunately, just didn't leave her hands clean. It's easiest to tell when that ball comes spinning out of the setter's hands. It really gives the official the sign that that was not a clean touch, and they call that very quickly.
Well, the Falcons give it right back. Michaela Johnson with the serve into the net.
And Blessing Upalugo. Opalugo, excuse me. Opalugo.
Oh, big block by Sibley's there. Laney fighting to keep it in play. Can't do it. Another point for the Falcons. Go up 8-2 now. Charlene Abuda with the serve. Nice set by Horder. Rollins sends it over. Laney tries to get it back but can't. Nice effort though by Ugatafa. Like the effort we're seeing from Laney here. Undermatched but playing hard.
When you still see smiles on their face, you have to appreciate that. Number 7, Kalina White, went to chase that ball down with a big smile on her face.
Oh, nice hit. Was that Rollins there?
It was.
Great angle. So 10-2 in favor of the Falcons. And that's got to be tough to keep a smile on your face when you're getting it handed to you.
Definitely.
On the court. But good attitudes by the Eagles. They're playing hard, giving it their best effort. Abuda with the serve.
And Abuda got lucky there because that serve
Looked
definitely
long.
would have gone deep, yes.
Opalugo just kind of threw her hands up, and then you could kind of see the look on her face going, I probably shouldn't have done that, right? Just a little bit too late. Well, there you get a look at the head coach, Daniel Gee, trying to motivate his girls, keep them in the game. Assistant coach Carlos Ferreira was there as well. And there a look at the Falcons. Well, we hope you're enjoying our broadcast, and you can watch all of our games on the Solano College Sports Network. You can go to our Facebook page at Solano College Sports Network, also our YouTube channel, and you can find us on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. And don't forget about Channel 28. That's a Fairfield Cable Access channel locally. All right, so Abuda with the serve again. Laney fighting to get it over, and they do. Set by Horder. Rollins knocks it over. Laney trying to get it back. And Greenwood says, okay, we're done. Rally over.
Yeah, there was a bit of out-of-system play there. She was ready to just finish that rally.
Abuda keeping it going here. Horder with another set. Rollins just smashes it home. Oh, my goodness. 13-2 now in favor of the Falcons. Abuda feeling at home there. Another serve. And the set.
Nice up by Fran.
That point's going to go to Laney.
Yeah, just a bit of a swing into the net. I'm trying to see around the body
the
in
big
front of
official
me.
right in front of us. In fact, next time we set up, we're going to go one side or the other. Boy, another kill by Rollins. And now she'll go back to serve for the Falcons, trying to extend the 14-3 lead. Falcons already up a set, 1-0.
And we see Taylor Castro enter the game, front row.
And she's another big hitter. Ugatafa, some power there. Horner with the set. Sets it to Castro, just got in the game and gets a point.
She says, I see all those sets that, excuse me, I forget her name. Rollins was getting outside and
Yes.
says, I want some out here too. Let me swing.
And Castro, another one. Man, and you talk about Jade Horder. I mean, she's just setting the table. It's like watching people playing t-ball, right? Just sitting there right on the tee. All right, 16-3. Greenwood. Little long.
The idea was right, and it's a good time to try some of those swings.
Now we can look at Kathleen Gassis, the serve. Or actually, it was Kalina White, number 7. Whoa, Castro, just right there from the far side of the court. And she looks like she's hitting at the same spot every time. Just a little too much mustard. So Michaela Smith, the sophomore out of Vanden. That almost went under the net.
It did. Just a bit of a miscontact on her hand, and she knew it as soon as she hit the ball. You could see it in her face.
And is that just a matter of concentration, keeping your eye on the ball?
Yeah, and it also has to do with the toss that you have. When you're younger, you get an opportunity to toss it twice. At this level, they don't give you that mistake to have. So if you have a bad toss, you have to work with what you gave yourself, and hopefully it goes over the net.
There a little confusion among the two Laney players, cost them a point. Horder now back to serve. Falcons up 18-5 here in the second set. Another one into the net.
Yeah, you can see most of Laney's points this set are
Service errors.
Service errors by Solano.
So Kathleen Gassis now back to serve. Sends it over. Horder.
And a little bit of miscommunication by Horder and her hitters on Solano's side. I think they are trying to run some different things. And just when you're trying new stuff, it doesn't always work
the
out.
first time. Archer with the service error for the Eagles. 19-7 now, Falcons.
We see Rollins back in the game and Fran back to serve for the Falcons.
That one gets over. Gassis can't get it over the net. Point for the Falcons, 20-7 now. So quickly moving through this second set.
We have a timeout by Laney.
So Coach Gee going to talk it over with the Eagles. And what's he saying to his players right here?
He's saying, just breathe. That's what I would say. They have a good passing game, and it's just right now they're falling apart from communication errors and I think nerves. I mean, this Solano team is intimidating.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that. So you show up, you're in the gym, and then you see about half the team, girls nearly 6'1", Sibley's over 6'1". Yeah, how does that affect you?
You just have to be confident in what you know how to do, and I think Laney has a passing game that I'm pleasantly surprised with how well they are moving defensively, and they just need to improve the communication and work on less errors when putting the ball over the net because they're getting these first balls up when they come over. So just breathing and doing what you can.
Boy, that was a big attempt by Ugatafa there to get it over, but just one of the Falcons right there to block it back.
Yeah, fortunately for Ugatafa, it was blocked out of bounds, so point will go to Laney.
Michaela Johnson.
She says, no, we want to end this set before Laney gets to double digits.
And she's not as tall as some of the other girls, but boy, she's got some power, and she's got some hops. Serve over. 7 now, pounds of it right into Greenwood. And so 22-8. Falcons 3 points away from getting the second set. Johnson with the serve. Oh, good job by Gassis to keep it alive. Laney gets it over. Horter with the set. Goes to Siblis. Bam. Point for the Falcons. Boy, and Horter, I mean, look at her choices. She's got Siblis, she's got Rollins, she's got Greenwood all at the front. Who do you want to hit it to?
And she has a great back row hitter right now. Johnson's in the back row, so that's an option as well.
All right, serve over, little dump, but Falcons not fooled. Set by Horter to Greenwood. Bam!
Beautiful swing by Greenwood.
Very fluid motion. All right, 24-8. Falcons a point away from getting the second set. Johnson with the serve. Nice angle on it, but a little bit too much. Sends it out of bounds on the near side of the court. So Laney with the serve, blessing Opalugo. With the serve, right to Rualo. Horter with the set. Rollins, big hit, but Laney hanging in there. That was a point for Laney. No, it wasn't. That's the set, baby. That is the set. Falcons up 2-0. We'll be right back for set number 3.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person. I've been taking classes here for years now, so I've never actually had a class that I enjoyed quite like this one.
You know, I think it teaches you a lot about, it's confidence building to me.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's great.
Nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have. And POF with this program lets you be as ambitious as you want and lets you express yourself the way a teacher should let you.
So, like I said, it's really gratifying to us to be able to help in a way where we can see immediate results. And I think the sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
Get the hands-on experience.
I mean, on-the-job training is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge in this industry.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Cut three, hold the shot. Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one.
Boom, 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 boom.
You heard me say I had a Burger King burp.
All right, welcome back. We are ready to get things started. Falcons up 2-0 going for the third set. We're only 43 minutes in to this game. You know, I taped the wild card game between the Rockies and the D-backs, but I might be home in time to catch the end of that game. See who the Dodgers will be playing. All right, well, back to volleyball action here. Laney will start things off with the serve. Ugatafa with the service, gets it over. Falcons send it back. Looked like Macy Martinez in.
Yeah.
Getting a chance, getting a point there, and she's going to go right back and serve it for the Falcons. 1-0 Falcons.
Yeah, and we see Jody Pagulayan in for the Falcons as well.
Serve hits the top of the net, but makes it over. Laney sends it back.
Yeah, the cool thing about, having this much success early on in the match is in set 3, you do get to give some of your girls who might not otherwise have as much playing time an opportunity to really build their skill and get some game time experience and prepare them for future seasons when they are more of a asset to the team.
And just getting that experience adds depth to your squad. Was that Rollins going over for the tip? Couldn't quite get it over. But yeah, because you never would know what's going to happen as far as injury, right? And need a player hasn't played much, so this is a great opportunity to get some of your players that don't get in a lot some experience. Rollins gets that one over, and that's going to be a point for the Falcons. Falcons were down 2-1, able to fight back and tie the score at 2-2. Got to like the attitude of the Laney Eagles. They're having fun, like you said, smiling, and they're playing hard. Castro with the serve. Gets it over, set by the Eagles, and blocked back
Beautiful
by
block.
Siblis. Or Sibley's, I should say. So Taylor Castro back to serve. Ugatafa gets it over. And Rollins with a big hit. Good job by 5, keeping it alive. Castro, nice save there. Rollins. Here comes Laney.
And Castro had some great passing there in the back row. She doesn't typically play a lot of back row. After the service run is over, you'll see the libero come in and play the rest of her back row, but she was moving really well.
Castro again with the serve. And that one just a little bit long. Point to the Falcons. There you get a good look at Castro. She had a good second set too. Came in, had some nice hits at the net. Castro with the serve, low line drive. It's over the net. Laney sends that one out of bounds. So Castro piling up the points at the service line. Here's another one. Sends that deep into the near side of the court. Ugatafa gets it over. Back to the Falcons. Here comes Rollins. Good job by 7. Then 7 pounds it into the net, point for the Falcons. That's Kalina White for the Laney Eagles, number 7, hustling out there.
And she's just a freshman this year, so I'm excited to see that that team that comes up with her next year, because they do have a pretty young squad, and for the first time in a while, I see some potential with this Laney team. They've always struggled getting a roster going, and as you can see this year, they only have 6 girls here with them today, but if they are able to build off of this foundation, I think that they actually might be able to compete in the future.
And that would be great for the Bay Valley Conference.
It would.
Because that's really the one thing I see with the Falcons that could really hurt them during the season is they're just not getting a lot of competition in the Bay Valley Conference. They have yet to drop a set in conference play, and this is their 6th game.
Yeah, and I can just speak from my personal experience. It was challenging going from not as high a level of conference to a playoff game where our competition was playing at such a high caliber all through conference that we just ended up getting, dominated in that playoff game.
And was that playoff game against Delta? Was that the first round?
Yes.
Yeah,
It
so
was
you come
against
right into the
Delta.
playoffs, and then you got a tough match on the road for your first playoff game.
And
Got to be tough. All right, timeout over. Castro still serving. Sends it over. Oh, that looked like a knuckleball. I kind of felt that. Looked like it
Yeah,
went
a little
off the
finger jam.
Whoa.
Coach Williams really having Castro work Opalugo over there.
That time Castro goes to Ugatafa. Nice touch by Sibley's at the net. All right, no touch here. Bam. Rollins, another point. What do you think of Castro's serve?
It's good. She has a lot of power behind the ball, and I'm over here watching the signals that Coach Williams is giving her, and she's pretty spot on with where Coach Williams wants her to be serving.
Boom. Sibley's pounds it home. That was almost straight down.
Yeah, I don't think that was exactly where she meant to put it. It kind of got the side of her hand, but it worked in her favor, so she'll take it.
So 12-2 now for the Falcons. Castro with the serve, barely gets it over the
serve.
net. Rollins with the little touch.
Jody with a nice swing on the right side. And Rollins just answers.
I can't remember, did Castro start out serving?
In this
set?
No, she did not, no.
I know Laney started. Ugatafa, a little too much on that one. Sends it wide, out of bounds. 14-2 now, Falcons.
Yeah, I think number 13, Macy Martinez, put a few serves over the net before Castro got back there.
Yeah, Castro started. It was 2-2.
But Castro is serving consistently and keeping the ball in play.
And so Coach Williams is actually sending her a signal telling her the location or where she wants the serve to go.
Yes. So each area on the court is numbered 1 through 6.
Yeah, I know she's flashing numbers. I
yeah.
saw a 3.
Yeah. And so depending on what number she throws up will tell you sort of which player to serve to, which area to serve to.
Bagaluin again with the shot. That almost took out our camera. And so so you've got 6 spots on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Where would the 3 be? So let's say she gets the 3 right now. Where's it going?
So 3 would be front and center, close to the net. So it starts where the server is, the position of that. I'm not. If looking at the net, it's your right back.
Right.
That's the service. So that would be 1, and then you'd go forward. 2, 3 is front and center.
So you're going counterclockwise.
Yes, front and center on the net. 4 is where your outside hitter typically is located. 5, left back, and then 6 is center back. And so, sometimes coach could, it depends on the signals that you determine as a team.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you kind of mix them up, or is it just like 1's always 1, 2's always 2? Or do you get a little baseball in you,
Yeah, sometimes she could do, a team I played on in high school, a flashing 1 finger meant, serving the seam. Or
tug on the left earlobe, right?
Doesn't get that complicated, but, just a few little things that can tell you, serve it really deep, serve it short, serve it in the seam, serve it directly at the player, or whatever it might be.
Well, out of that timeout, Ugatafa able to get one in for Laney. Another point on the board, so now 17-3. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to see if I can pick off Coach Williams' signs. That one goes over the scorer's table. Almost took out Darla's twin sister there.
Yeah.
And she's at every volleyball game. Does she do the stats?
Yeah, she does so the girls on the sideline on the team with the clipboards are who are doing the statistics, but Coach Williams' sister is who usually does the official bookkeeping. So she does official scorekeeping.
So 18-4, just like that.
And as far as the other people sitting at the table with her, you have an official bookkeeper, a substitution tracker, and a libero tracker. So someone to keep track of when the libero is coming in and out.
Oh, that was a tough one for Rollins, kind of the backhanded shot there. And was that just an errant set?
Yeah, I mean, the pass was out of system in the first place, and they had someone who wasn't their setter trying to set. So.
Oh, man, Greenwood, so much mustard on that, it flew out of bounds back on her side.
Yeah, Deja Archer got up there and got some hands on it, but unfortunately.
So much velocity.
Yeah.
Rollins back to serve. Laney with the set. Here it comes. Gets through the trees up front. Back over to Laney's side. Rualo, Jody, and then Martinez. Everybody getting in the action tonight. So Rollins back to serve. Falcons just 5 points away from their 6th conference win. Pagaluan again, pretty good hit. Laney fights it off, sends it back. Greenwood with the touch.
Smart play by Greenwood.
So 21-5.
We see Michaela Smith for the Falcons enter the game to go back and serve, hopefully, these last few points for the Falcons. Oh.
There's a lot of signs there by the referee.
Yeah, I think he's calling an out of rotation. I'm not positive. He didn't give the normal sign you would give for an out of rotation call, but I think he verbally expressed that someone was not in the right place on the court. Oh, and it was his mistake, so it's going to be a replay.
A do-over. So Smith back to serve again. Smith, a sophomore out of Vanden High School. Pretty much was the libero last year for this squad.
Yeah, it's amazing to see what Smith has developed into as a player. I've watched her whole career. My sister played with
you
her
went to
at
Vanden, right, Gabby?
Yeah, my younger sister and her are the same age. They played together at Vanden all throughout, and it's just really exciting to see how far Michaela's developed and how much leadership she has defensively on this team.
She's a good kid, too. I had her in one of my classes. Very delightful student, good personality, shows up, does her work. Good student athlete. As she sends that into the net. Here's how I'm supposed to do it.
Well, after that long of a break, it sort of ices the server, and you can see she just messed up.
So service to Laney. Back over to the Falcons. Greenwood hits that one into the net. So that'll be a point for Laney. 21-7. I think they got 8 points in the first set. Trying to get 8 here. Martinez showing off some power. Little dump by Laney. Good reaction by Greenwood. Martinez smacks this one into the net. Point for Laney. So Kathleen Gassis back to serve. Laney trying to hang around a little bit longer. Down 21-8 here in the third set. Oh! Good save by Ugatafa. Greenwood gets it over. Back to Laney.
And a double call on the setter for Laney.
So that's happened a couple times. Point for the Falcons. 22-8, now 3 points away from their 6th conference victory on the season.
And they have not dropped a set this season.
Yeah, they have really played well. That one into the net by Rualo. And the Falcons had a pretty tough non-conference schedule. Played Gavilan a couple times. They were in the state championship last year.
Great swing by Michaela Castro.
Boy.
And Michaela Smith got lucky there.
So that's pretty much
Taylor.
our view, too, from our table. So we're looking around the ref. In fact, next time we're going to set up over here a little more. So Jade Horder going to try to get a couple points for the Falcons here. Put this game away. Horder with the serve. It's over. Ugatafa sends it back. Rualo able to dig it out. Laney tries to dump it over, and it's tipped by a Falcon and long.
You see Coach Williams concerned about her camera in the back of the court over here.
And unmanned. All right, another point for Laney. Double digits now, 23-10. Serve long, point for the Falcons. So, set point, game point.
And Macy Martinez back to serve for the Falcons.
She started this set. She's going to try to finish it. Oh, and Laney sends that into the net. That was Kalina White. That'll be a point for the Falcons, and that'll do it. So a quick 3-set victory for the Falcons. What do the Falcons take away from this game, Gabby?
I think the Falcons just realize that there's always room for improvement. You know, you never know who you're going to face, and they were able to try a lot of new stuff, which was exciting to see. Just some new stuff offensively, but they also were able to see where they needed to improve on that new stuff they were trying. So I think this is just a great learning opportunity for Solano and for Laney, just to see them leave with these smiles on their face. I think it's just fun for them, you know, playing with girls at this competitive of a level. A lot of girls don't get to play after high school, so being able to come in here and still say you're part of a collegiate team, it's a fun opportunity, and when you try as hard as you can, there's nothing you can do but smile.
Yeah, and certainly this is a game that they're going to improve tremendously from, playing a tough squad like the Solano Falcons. And the Falcons, on the other hand, nice opportunity to see a couple players like Jody Pagalayan getting in, and also Macy Martinez getting a little playing time, and very effective in the third set. So the Falcons 3-set victory. That'll do it for us here at Solano Community College. For Gabby Silva, I'm Greg Poff. We also want to thank our broadcast crew, Jack Miller and Josh Kinder on the cameras, and of course, we wouldn't be able to do anything without our fearless producer, Brian Nelson, running the TriCaster. So for everyone here at the Solano College Sports Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's game, and we out.
Peace.
Here comes music to set your soul on fire.